Hey guys, tyedietundra here, playing the Rome Total War campaign like I said I was going to do. After this I'll probably do Barbarian Invasion and the Alexander the Great expansion. I guess I'll choose Brutii because so far they're the only ones I haven't played as. Well, not this time around anyway. I've played as them before.
We Brutii are the only true Romans. We saved Rome. We drove out the kings. We made the Republic. The family deserve respect for that. Respect and obedience. We know what is best for Rome. New lands, living space, territory, slaves. I know what must be done. The Greeks, they look down their perfumed noses at all Romans, and they hate us. I'm going to give them a reason for hate. When I've crushed them. Roman steel, that's the answer. Roman steel in the Brutii fist. And the other great Roman families. The Scipii, trash. They have no respect for proper Roman ways. For us, the Julii prostitute themselves as if the people mattered. Bah. We Brutii must lead Rome.
Wow. Brutii are kind of dicks. But yeah, I've played as the Brutii before, but not since installing it onto this computer from Steam. And from what I remember playing as them, I hated fighting Macedon and the Greek city-states. They're just two sides that I am really terrible against. I did not pay attention to that. I believe it was a mission to capture this place here. Apollon. Whatever, however you pronounce that. Senate missions. Yeah. So I have to send some armies to attack that. One of my, what I usually just do is this. Set every single place to auto-manage and financial. Because I know at some point I'm going to end up getting into debt. As cities start trying to drain me dry. And I'll need a backup fund of cash. I only start with General. 2 places.
Imperator.
Okay. The defense of the town of the Roman towns probably doesn't need to be all that big.
Aye, aye, Captain. Sir.
Let's see. Actually,
Ready
I'll
to
put
sail. Set sail. Orders. Boarding.
There we go. So next time I'll be able. So next time I'll be able to
set sail.
Get my troops into.
Your Honor, hiding aboard ship, watching over the troops.
Yes. The auto manager will do that quite well. I usually turn off recruitment so they don't waste my money by recruiting troops. But I could do with them pumping out some guys for my assaults on the Macedonian and Greek city-state areas. So yeah, right off the bat I'm losing money. And that's just because these guys are spending it to build things like mines and crops. This won't be an extensive playthrough kind of thing. I'm not going to tell you how to exactly play the campaign so that you can get the best kind of results. I'm just going to play it my way. So this place created. If I knew how to pronounce the names, I'd say the names.
Ready to sail.
But since I don't, I'm not even going to try.
Disembark.
Unless it's a really easy name like Londinium or Londoninium. See, I can't even say that right.
Searching for clues.
Right, as well, it's a good idea to get your spies and all your agents' abilities up as soon as possible, so that then in the late game you have some guys that can actually do some work without getting killed. I should have sent my agent as well.
Your Honor. General.
This boat's still got some movement.
Yes, Captain. Can I be of service? Boarding ship. Aye, Captain.
Send him
Set
over.
sail. Noble
And
master.
he can start marching this way towards the Greek
Leaving the
city-states.
army, I shall speak with him.
Might be able
at
to set up a
once.
trade agreement with
Move
them.
depleted, sir. Sir, attack! Besieging settlement, sir.
I'm not sure right now whether or not I should. Not sure, peasant. Pelters, I mean. I guess I'll play this as an actual fight instead of cheaping out and going for the auto battle option. It'll definitely extend out the campaign play if I was to fight every single battle myself, and it'll test my commandant skill.
Rebellious slaves may think of
Because
victory.
in the campaign the AI's got a
we
bit of
should
an
make them
advantage,
think kindly of their
and
master's
that it
whips.
kind of has an
They
idea
are
on how
dead
to
men.
build,
Look.
so that you get stuff.
Now, set your minds.
Okay, what have I got?
Await my
I don't even know what
orders.
troops I have.
Unit!
Let's just deploy on the side. Stadia and some villeties. General units. Equities can go over there. Let's see. They're most likely, the AI is most likely just going to defend this center point here. So I might be better off sending a couple of units over here. And a couple in the front. There it is, set up on that. And I'll send these guys down this side. Wait, can I? I can't even send them down this side. I can promise far over the sides I could possibly get them. Should I? I don't. Well, since this is campaign, I have to be cautious as to what happens to my generals, because I'd like them to be able to take over the cities. Okay, we'll start the battle here and move in this unit to this side, right about here. I need to keep my cavalry away from them guys as much as possible. That's what I mean about them just defending the center point. They even put a unit over here for whatever reason, just so they can move them back. Maybe it makes them look like they're doing something. Set these guys on fire at will. Group them up. No, stupid thing. Damn it, it's hard to get this right. Yeah, that'll work. Starty can stand there, fire at will mode. Press space to see where your units are going, represented by these purple marks. I've seen them in yellow before. I don't know if there's a way of changing the colour, or if it just kind of depends on something else. So my is still moving around. I might just fast forward so that they all get into position. We'll put it on triple speed so that all my units can get in position. Oh, they're spreading out. Yeah, it looks like they're moving. Yeah, they're putting them in their militia hoplites around there to try and ward me off. You guys in behind them. Oh, what are they doing? Oh, what is this? Oh, crap. seal their deaths. Well, they started these two alleyways around here, so I should be careful. But it looks like I'll be able to just run these guys up here. I'll definitely force them. Actually, no, you guys just walk. No, just run into the center. I don't really want to capture the town square, but well, I might want to capture the town square. Yeah, I'll set up my guys like this. And you guys need to run into position. So all my guys are firing now. Really, we're just trying to hold them at bay until we capture the point. Hang on here for a while, then I'm actually going to deselect them and reselect them. Get them guys up there. Just run them up there. I don't know what you guys are doing, but I don't want you in the action. I want to try and save as many units as I can. Okay, charging to the side of them. Okay, we've got them guys stuck in position. Also taking a few histati kills. Casualties. Nothing to really worry about. And they're trying to route straight through my men, meaning that as they do so, they get cut off. Ammo will be refilled at the end of combat, so there's no need to worry about wasting ammo.
The gods be praised! The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee!
I don't know why I would continue, but you know, let's just continue. If you press Alt, it will change the attack type. So
this is a heroic
you can force
victory,
range units to
arms.
attack in melee combat if you really wish. My Equites didn't do a single thing there. I'm not saying they couldn't, but they just didn't. I don't expect this town to have very much in the way of military buildings.
This land is Roman!
Exterminate. It's got a happy face on it, but I might want to exterminate the populace just to keep them down a bit. And it gives me a bit more denarii. Yeah, we'll go with that. It actually looks like it gave me more money for that. Diplomatic information. Send mission successful, so I just got a big injection of cash. So you want financial recruitment, peasants only. Actually, let's deselect that and create a barracks and set it to a normal tax rate. You can get plenty of information from these different tabs. Senate information on how they feel about different places. Senate missions, the Senate floor, how your relationship is with the Senate, which are the purple Romans here. The main goal is to try and take over Rome. Diplomacy, who you're at war with, who your allies. I don't know what would actually go into this bottom category. Financial is how it's just kind of what you're going to get at the end of the turn. So you only really need to look at projected profits. As far as faction goes, depending on if you don't want like your auto-managed guys spending shit tons of money, then you can put it down to save or put it back up to spend. You can look at your place in the Senate offices. We don't have anyone in the offices. Our family tree. So this age 14 person here will become a member of the family in a couple of years. Once they reach 16, then they become a member of the family that you can then use in the actual map, unless it's a female, in which case they have the chance of being married to someone who will then be a part of your family. More factional information on how your rating goes against other factions. So we're slightly better than Macedon, but worse than the Julii. Production and such. This is list scrolls. Oh, this just shows you different things like your agents, how they're doing, what their movement points are, the different cities. It gives you an overview, which is easily accessible.
You're on.
So the family member with a scroll next to them is the town manager, the person in charge of the town.
Sir!
So if you're going for this kind of managerial fashion that I go for, you want to leave that person inside the town because he's the one that's designated as best for the job.
General!
And as far as this goes, I guess we'll leave him with those two and move these guys. That's why we'll keep them all in the town for now. And set it to that. After they build the barracks. Because I want to be able to retrain... Oh, stupid mouse. I want to be able to retrain those Hastati. For... Okay, what does it want to do? It wants me to send my ships to blockade this port down here. But do I really want to be at war with them? Well, let's see what we'll get from it. Succeed, we'll be given an appointment to an office. That is something of a good... That is quite a good thing, I guess. War declared.
Aye, Captain.
Okay. Sure.
Yes, Captain!
Stupid thing.
Move depleted, sir!
So he'll be able to get there next turn. Unless this Skippy Eye Roman takes over the town first, in which case we won't be able to blockade the port. So we'll get governmentally cock-blocked by one of the other teams. One of the other Roman families. Sometimes you have to be careful about this thing. It's not always exactly true to what the prophets say. Sometimes you just kind of have to pay attention to if you're losing money or gaining money per turn, and what kind of events happened within the turn, like completing a Senate mission or
Aye,
taking
Captain.
over a town. Okay, we blockade the port now. War. We're at war with the Greek city-states. Well, I was going to be at war with them anyway. So
I shall speak with them at once.
might as well talk to this Macedonian diplomat and ask for trade rights. Yep, he enjoys the fact that he quite likes the fact that
Honor.
we're doing that. Our path is blocked.
Your honor.
Move around it. Our path is blocked yet again. By this guy. Double left click to look at the unit, because we don't actually know anything about this unit.
Can I be
Seeing
of
as it's
service?
not ours and we haven't sent a spy after
Honor.
it,
Moves depleted, sir.
then it comes up as a
Moves
question mark.
depleted, sir.
But you can see how many cards they have, how many unit cards. So I could look in this town and, well, it appears I know everything about. Well, not everything, because these two are question marks. But we know what units they have inside this town. Some mercenaries, some militia hoplites, and some pelters. The family members will always have a general's bodyguard attached to them. So that's something to note. Yeah, you can select these to deactivate them whenever you want if you want something specific. You can ask your
At this
advisors
time,
for
it would be a sound
information.
strategy to build a shrine to Juno in this settlement. This shrine grants loyalty and health benefits to the settlement.
If you right click on it, then it will tell you some information about the building or the units. Looking at upkeep costs is an important thing because you may have a one-time payment that's quite high for the unit, but then you have to take in consideration how long you're going to hold that unit for, and if its upkeep costs will really be worth it. Land clearance, trader. There doesn't seem to be another military building for me to get, so I'm just going to leave that off. Wait, what? Why can't I get any guys? Deselect them. Huh, I appear to not be able to get troops at all. Financial, select that. Okay, whatever. It's K. Rome has a giant army. That's kind of obvious that Rome has this giant army that's stationed here. They don't do anything for the entire game. They just sit there, waiting patiently. And we've been asked to... You'll be greatly rewarded. Doesn't even tell me how much I get for it. Settlement, yeah, it wants me to take over the settlement. That's usually the missions that you get asked to do.
Without delay.
So mission successful. We earn some money. Coming of age. Let's see, is he in any of these places now? Over here? Yep. It's always good when the new child that's been accepted and that's come of age into the family is actually in the same area as what you're trying to take over places. So then you don't have to try and mess about transporting them with ships. And I think I'll move these ships back.
Move depleted, sir!